now?
Yeah, I'm really glad you asked that question because, man, I'm covering everything in relevancy, everything that you see on the news, from police brutality to global warming to government corruption. Of course, we know everything that's going on in the White House. And so, what it's really doing is just really lifting the consciousness, really opening up the ears of the listener, and really opening up the hearts of the public. So we're really dropping messages from the heart. It's very limited on profanity throughout the whole EP album because the messages are so profound and they're so great, that we really cut the profanity so that the messages are delivered properly.
Right, right. So now, remind everybody where you're from.
I'm right here from New York, New York, man.
Okay, all right, all right.
Yeah.
And you kind of grew up performing and all of that. This has been a long time thing for you.
Yeah, I grew up performing. I also did Harlem Week too.
Right.
You
did Harlem Week. Not last year, year before last.
That was 2017. Hey Sister.
2017. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting my years mixed up. That happens.
And we chewed it up, man. I mean, it was a great, overwhelming response. Had some technical difficulties, some technical issues.
Right.
The track actually shut off as I was performing, but it actually turned to be a blessing, because I turned that performance into something golden. And then that ovation that I got at the end of the night was just so overwhelming. I rapped The Truth a cappella because he had some technical difficulties,
right.
and the audience really tore it up, man. They loved it.
Right, right. And that's right, because you did do The Truth then. So when you do something like that, that's a song that you've had for a minute, and we're going to play one of the versions because there are multiple versions of The Truth. Mm-hmm. But how is it going from a song that you have kind of in the arsenal for a while to finally get to the point where you can record it and release it that people could actually take it with them? Do you have to find a way to make sure it's not old for you, or you find different ways to freshen it up as you go along?
That's a good question. Because for me, when I make music, it's never really for me. It's for the world. So it's for me in the beginning. So really at first it's from all my experiences, all my emotions, everything that I'm going through in life and things like that. But then it's released to the world. So at first it belongs to me, then it belongs to everybody else.
Right, absolutely. So this track is The Truth. It's the name of the title of the EP, and you mentioned there are four tracks on the EP, The Truth Chronicles is like the next step. So the EP is like a snippet of what's coming up from the Kyle Knight 2020 album, or is this stories leading into The Truth Chronicles? How does it fit in the canon of Kyle Knight?
It's a mixture of the both, because what we have going on with Kyle Knight 2020 is all the songs that you heard just far. Is Hey Sister, The Truth, Addiction, and much more. And then we have new releases that we haven't dropped yet. And so that's going to be on the album. But what this is doing here is just really a warm-up to the full-length album, Kyle Knight 2020.
Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit, listen to this version of The Truth, which is the Prince Ice remix. Now, tell us a little bit about the track The Truth. We mentioned, you've been performing it for a while, but tell everybody who hasn't had a chance to see you perform it or hear it in any other form about The Truth and why it is the lead-in for at least this EP project.
Well, why it's the leading song is because it's really relevant to all the times that we live in right now, in terms of what we see going on in office, what we see going on in our justice system, what we see going on in the world, period. And it's very, very, very important that people stay woke. And what we did here with The Truth, through a lyricism perspective, we really tore it up, just through lyric writing. But then not only that, the production that we have is so relevant that it just applies to so many different audiences in hip-hop, from the mature audience to the younger audience in hip-hop. And Prince Ice's version, it really accommodates a part of the country. So much for the South and the Midwest is doing fantastic in charts right now. The Truth right now is doing number 8 on the indie charts.
Excellent.
And on the national DRT chart, it's doing number 49.
Okay, excellent. Well, we're going to get into it. The Prince Ice remix of The Truth from Kyle Knight. The Truth is the title of the EP that is currently out now by Kyle Knight, and we're going to talk more about it after you listen to this. It's the original Rhythm and Soul radio show. I am Marco Nobles, joined by Kyle Knight. This is The Truth.